This is the sixth time they've come after my Facebook page, God Emperor Trump, which is just a fun, joking page. You know, we are not bad people. We're just Trump supporters. Like you say, we're just mainstream Trump supporters. Sixth time they've gone after us. What they did at 1 a.m, as soon as everybody was in bed and going to sleep, they took down the page. They unpublished it. They didn't remove any content. They didn't give us an explanation as to what we did wrong. Nobody individually was punished. So it's kind of like, yeah, you did a bad thing, but we're not going to tell you what it is. And then, as you say, Alex, they won't let us defend ourselves because, you know, they come after us elsewhere. They reduce the reach of our organic posts on our remaining Facebook page. So they take us down, they remove our ability, or at least mitigate our ability to defend ourselves. And then that leaves people like yourself and other conservative journalists and conservative media outlets when you guys yourselves are being punished. So it's just this all across the board, multi-front assault on what's left of freedom of speech in this country by these power-mad leftists at Facebook.
History is passing in front of us right now. I have more articles coming in with Democrats calling for the overthrow of Trump, military coups, his death, the 25th Amendment, his removal. They have Fox News hosts saying the president, the consensus is, you know, is a traitor and he needs to be removed and he's going to regret this day. All these Fox hosts that I've watched the president be nice to, they are making their move, as I told you. They've called it a civil war, a coup, you name it. And to do that ahead of 2018, not just in the election, but whatever they've got planned, they are shadow banning Diamond and Silk. They are shadow banning InfoWars. They are shadow banning all the major pro-Trump sites and then lying about them. The defamation I saw in hearings today that are still ongoing in the House Judiciary against Diamond and Silk are unbelievable. They're such sweetie pies. They're so charming and nice. They're not even political. They're just pro-America and like Trump. But because they're so lovable and likable, they were defamed today. They were mixed in with child molesters. They would say, YouTube lets child molesters on and people that show death art and suicide. That's all the sponsored channels of YouTube. Then they said, and Jones says no kids died at Parkland and he bullies them. Total defamation. And there was the head of YouTube saying, well, we banned those videos of Alex Jones. No, you reinstated him because I had lawyers send you letters and sent you the real videos. And you went, oh, we had moderators that lied from the Southern Poverty Law Center. We can put on screen. Bloomberg even admitted it. So now they've gone and defamed us again. But it's bigger than InfoWars. Understand this, folks. They're making their move. They're saying overthrow the president on television, on CNN. So look at this headline, newswars.com. Facebook kills pro-Trump account hours ahead of censorship hearing that's now ongoing. Tom Pappert has the very popular God Emperor Trump. That's a tongue-in-cheek deal, a lot of satire, a lot of fun Reddit stuff. Really nice mainline nationalist conservative stuff. I like God Emperor. At Facebook, it was at God Emperor Trump. That's gone now. At Twitter, real G.E. Trump. Well, that's still there. And so they started with Alex Jones and Milo, and then it's everybody else. So give us your take on what happened to you. I know you've been persecuted a lot because you're so popular, dominant on Reddit, and now they're trying to silence you. And then, of course, they defame you while they do it. They silence you and then defame you, so you can't defend yourself. They're claiming, oh, it's a private thing. No, they operate as a utility. People communicate now over Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, just like telephones are about to be obsolete. And then they tell you it's a commons and then don't let you go to the lunch line because you're a conservative. So, Tom, tell us what's happened. And do you agree with me that clearly the censorship is 1,000 times what it was 2 years ago? It's exponential going towards complete. Clearly ahead of some move. This is such a bold move. I don't see how they think they're going to get away with it.
Well, you're absolutely right, because it's escalating. You know, a lot of people will say, well, what do you want, Tom? And I say, well, it would be nice if they would just go back to how it was 2 years ago, where I could share an InfoWars article and people would actually get to see it. But of course, now we all get so punished in the algorithm, it's impossible for anybody to get out there. So this is the sixth time they've come after my Facebook page, God Emperor Trump, which is just a fun, joking page. You know, we are not bad people. We're just Trump supporters. Like you say, we're just mainstream Trump supporters. Sixth time they've gone after us. What they did at 1 a.m, as soon as everybody was in bed and going to sleep, they took down the page. They unpublished it. They didn't remove any content. They didn't give us an explanation as to what we did wrong. Nobody individually was punished. So it's kind of like, yeah, you did a bad thing, but we're not going to tell you what it is. And then, as you say, Alex, they won't let us defend ourselves because, you know, they come after us elsewhere. They reduce the reach of our organic posts on our remaining Facebook page. So they take us down, they remove our ability, or at least mitigate our ability to defend ourselves. And then that leaves people like yourself and other conservative journalists and conservative media outlets when you guys yourselves are being punished. So it's just this all across the board, multi-front assault on what's left of freedom of speech in this country by these power-mad leftists at Facebook.
That's right. And something's different now, though. Starting last week, or about a week and a half ago, thousands of articles against InfoWars, misrepresenting what I've said, never actually showing a clip or a link, just saying outrageous, you know, there's slave colonies on Mars. Never said that. There, you know, no kids died at Parkland. All out of context, all lies. And then they brag that, oh, we're making our move. Once Jones is gone, we'll ban everybody. And then you got CNN, the Washington Post, all of them, New York Times saying, we want him completely banned. It isn't enough. And then they go on to say, and all conspiracies and all hate. Well, that means everybody who is right of Mao Zedong.
Right. That's exactly right. They want to remove everybody, I say, to the right of Stalin, because that's exactly what it will take. And that, I love when they do that, don't they? They say, you know, they'll throw out 3 nasty, horrible names you never want to hear. And then they'll say, comma, Alex Jones. And it's like one of these things is not like the other. Alex Jones is not like these other people you've mentioned, but that's how they trick the masses. That's how they slip the Kool-Aid into the water supply, I guess. They tell you, well, you see, Alex Jones is just like these bad people. God Emperor Trump is just like these bad people you've heard about. And so when we punish Alex, when we punish this little Facebook page, it's okay because we're helping fake news. And it's just, you know, it's the laziest non-argument I've ever heard of. This person's bad, let's gun him down. That's essentially what it amounts to. It's childlike. And I think, like you say, I don't think they can get away with it because Americans and patriots all across the globe, anybody who hates the globalists, really, we're all very smart people. And they expect us to believe this nonsense that, you know, probably wouldn't have worked if it had been pushed in the 1960s.
Exactly. And a month ago, they started hitting Amazon over films I uploaded years ago. We weren't even making any money. Now we've actually, Streisand effect, we've actually gotten some decent revenue off old films we just put on Facebook. Not on Facebook, on Amazon. And they went to Amazon and said, all over the news in a major rollout, ban his videos. They're evil and hateful. They called Endgame a Nazi movie. The film is about the Nazis and says they're bad and exposes eugenics and how the Nazis were leftist.
And you know what that does? It removes people's ability to learn what made you famous. I mean, back when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I had a friend who would bring over his Alex Jones documentary collection, and we would watch that over the weekend. And if people can't go back and see what you were saying at the beginning of your career, well, then the media just gets to say what you were saying at the beginning of your career. And so it layers this propaganda. So, you know, you can no longer defend yourself. You can no longer say, well, look what I was saying back in 2004.
Which is the credibility, because we laid out the whole thing about globalism, the New World Order. It became the operating system of the new Republic launch. And they know that we helped reboot the deal. So they want to get rid of that history because the credibility goes straight up. We've got Rufio, the Antifa slayer, coming on. But stay with us when he comes on. Let's talk about all this while he rides shotgun with us. We have the gentleman who heads up Trump God Emperor that is so feared by the globalists, and that's Tom Pappert is our guest. Still follow him on Twitter for now at RealGTTrump. But I'm sure, obviously, you're launching your own websites, your own platforms, your own shows, and they bitch and complain about that in these articles. They say all these pro-Trump people do, and we censor them as they proliferate. They're beating us, yeah, because our ideas are more popular. America and free market is sexy. Communism sucks. A-holes. Infowars.com, newswars.com. Tomorrow's news today. You have to go to our sites. We're already shadow banned everywhere. We've already been banned.
You know, someone very profoundly once said many years ago that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll come in the name of liberalism.
Gonna hit me? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
As the years go by, it gets harder and harder to keep up with your body's nutritional needs. With changes in diet, unnatural ingredients, and stress, you may not be able to get all the necessary nutrients, amino acids, vitamins, and minerals needed daily. That's why InfoWars Life created the powerful Vitamin Mineral Fusion formula. The new platinum standard of advanced multivitamin formulation, Vitamin Mineral Fusion uses a unique delivery system to maximize the effects and give your body the tools it needs to support your body. Using a proprietary process, we've managed to make this powerhouse formula into a delicious, concentrated drink mix that's loaded with high-quality ingredients. Perfect for a hot summer day or relaxing at home, Vitamin Mineral Fusion is loaded with 34 different essential vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and more. Start supporting your body's needs in a great-tasting, natural, and affordable drink mix with Vitamin Mineral Fusion today. Available at InfoWarsStore.com.